Before like everyone joins, I can just show you a quick video of what we have for you in store today. So I hope that's okay.
Folks,
Yep.
this is Priyansh with the DevRel team of CustomGPT.ai, and we're excited to announce you our developer starter kit. So, what this exactly is, this is this that you see on your screen is basically an embed of the UI that we built for yourself. But before diving into the real demo, let's see what exactly this holds. So, we give you a full dashboard, like everything that you see basically on ChatGPT or Claude side of things. Then you get embeddable widgets. You can have these kind of things that added directly to your website. So let's say I say hey or hi. So these, this not this exactly, but this is a mock demo, of course. But you can embed this as well in your website anywhere. You also get a floating chatbot, so something like this will appear on your screen, basically on the left, right bottom, and when you click it open, this kind of you get um, embed on the screen. You also have mobile PWS. So PWS stands for Progressive Web Apps. So basically, uh, if you have this website open, you can install this as a native app as well, so it feels and looks like you're using an application and not something that's running on the browser. So we support that for mobile as well as desktop. And then again, the voice mode, so we'll talk more about the voice modes in the coming demo that I'm going to show you. So basically, this is the landing page, basically starterkit.customgpt.ai/landing. But
Let
if
me
you
just
also
get
go
ahead
at
and
customgpt.ai
yeah, here.
Google Chat, everything you can read for yourself, I think. And available options, let me just scroll back. This is all the setup informations. Yeah, you can see the
Okay, okay. We have. I think we can start the show now because this was just like recording. I was showing you to tell you exactly what all things we have in store. Everything is open source here. It's not like we have like hiding something or it's something proprietary. Everything 100% open source, MIT licensed. So let me just start with the presentation. I'll just share my screen once again, uh, and we can get started. Great. So Marco is also here. So this is we are holding our again like seventh office hours for our developers. This has been like good series. We started 2 months back, I think, and it's been a good for engagements as well. So we thought let's give our developers a chance or get to know our community in a better way. So that agenda will be what I showed you in the video, and Marco will be presenting about the numeric search feature. Moving ahead, this is starter kit. I'll talk in a while, but let me just give you all other informations like recordings. Yes, they will be on our YouTube channel. I'll share the links, so you don't have to worry if you miss out or you might want to have a hurry and have to go somewhere. So we got you covered there. So what got improved in the last couple of weeks is that the document analyst now is available to premium users as well, and we have extended the support for additional file types like PDF, text, all those common file types that we use day to day on day-to-day levels. And we also have now granular API support for per agent. Previously it was account specific or user specific. Now we have agent specific API keys as well. And this means that suppose anything that falls outside the boundaries of an agent, that API key won't be able to perform those things. For those, you will need a global API key. So now, if you don't want to give complete access, now agent level API keys are also something that you can maybe try out. Then, uh, yeah, that's something Marco will be able to answer. So Thomas is asking, will document analysis be available via the API? So Marco, I leave that up to you. Then, if you do not have get joined our Slack community, it will be a good time. So I'll just hang this screen for 10 seconds in case you want to join the screen, join our Slack community. All our updates, all our launches go there. We have like approaching 1,000 member community there. So that's there. Now, moving ahead, you can also find those links on our website. It's customgp.io/Slack, so nothing major. Then one more thing, we revamped the sources page. So now you have a level like Google Drive separate tab, SharePoint separate tab, SharePoint separate tab. So all those now get us separate tabs. We have also, yeah, this is how it looks like for file uploads, sitemaps. And we have also revamped our API sections as well. Now the thing that I'm going to show you here is added to your accounts directly. So if you go to your profile section and API, you'll be able to see those. And then yeah, that's all the updates. Now let me show you all these things that I showed you in like a brief actually working. So let me share one more time entire screen. So this, I'm logged into my account. Let me just go here. I'll go to some agents now. Click on deploy it for now. So go to build. Now this is a new link which used to look something different, but now it's this adding of sources is on the top right side section, and the developer section will have all these little cards: Slack agent, Telegram AI agent, Rocket Chat, Discord, MS Teams, Instagram, and Impact use cases where you can use. So we are still building this out, but feel free, if you have any specific use case you want a guide on, just let us know. And then additional resources. So that's basically it. Now, yeah, that's all from my side. Now I'll hand this over to Marco for the new research thing. That's the latest update to our product. So I'll just stop it presenting my screen right now. So should I share my screen, Marco, or you can do that?
Can you just show the slides so people can see? But I'll let share my screen
Sure.
to like quick live demo.
Yeah, I think you can control the slideshow from here.
Okay, cool. So yeah, mm, I don't see any controls. Can you just go to that? I don't know which number it is.
Okay, if you don't see any control.
But yes, so hi everyone first, and before I start with the new feature, just to answer to Thomas's question, yes, we are working right now to add document analysis to API, so it should soon be available with the exact same functionality like in the UI.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And so yeah, back on these numeric search features. So as if you have a lot of spreadsheets or data that contains dates or some error codes or stuff like that in agent's knowledge base, you probably notice that it often doesn't respond very well on these questions. Like it mixes up codes, don't get complete results, and basically had issues like that, which are due to nature of how RAG generally works and searches for data. And now we release a feature that attempts to resolve this issue, and feature is available on all our plans and is optional right now. So you by default it is turned off, but you can enable it. And what that feature does is when you have some alphanumeric code and user has such code in their prompt, like these examples like GPT-5, some error code or something like that, we will deploy some, let's call them hybrid search techniques, where we retrieve more results, do some more advanced ordering to try to get all the responses that match that prompt, and basically return response that is way more expected to user. And these things works great with spreadsheets especially, but also any other data format that can include dates, product codes, version numbers, order tracking numbers, and stuff like that. It will not work right now. We are working on that if user just searches for some word or term like that, but we will be adding more intelligence to this feature where agent on its own can decide whether to use it or not. Right now it's a toggle in the settings, which I'll show you in a minute. And the only drawback here is that it can, depending on the project size a little bit, add some latency. So if that's potential cost of that, but still it is maybe like second or something like that. So let me quickly just show you in action how it works. Mm, do you see my screen? Okay, so what I have in this agent knowledge base is basically a spreadsheet that has dates people's names and some activity that they did on that particular day. So right now, and there is for this date that I will ask, June 26th, there is 20 entries in that spreadsheet. And now I am asking agent with the feature disabled. And with regular, just simple rag, it returned of the 20 entries, it returned 4, which are correct, but very limited. And now let's see what happens if I enable this feature. As you can see now, it has all results in its context and is able to provide complete answer to everything. So that's basically the use case. We had people often coming to us with issues with stuff like very often with some error codes and large spreadsheets of data that agents were not able to respond to correctly from. And now this should greatly help with these problems. Just a little warning that this feature is still very new, actively worked on. So it would be great if you use it and you experience some issues to come to our Slack community, reach out and see how we can further improve it, as it is still work in progress. So yeah, that's basically
So
what I want to show you.
enabling this increases the accuracy of prompts with numeric data. I think we can say that.
Yes, yes, yes. With numeric and alphanumeric.
Got it. Got it. Got it. One of the use case was those SKU numbers or product numbers, which are like XA2593. So people come and ask,
Exactly.
yeah, what's more on this, or the documentation for that product ID. So now it will be able to give a much detailed answer and accurate answer to this. Great. Thanks, Marco. Thanks for this. So just let me get back. Share my screen. Update around. So yeah, the last we usually do this bi-weekly. Yeah, bi-weekly. So 2 weeks back, we showed you about a Discord, Slack, Telegram bot, a WhatsApp bot that was fetching data from our RAG APIs, and you can basically get those answer inside your any social app that you wanted. So we increased those to now the number is we have Discord, Facebook, Google Chat, Instagram, MS Teams, Rocket Chat, Slack, Telegram, WhatsApp, and for now we have instruction guides of how to set it up for these 4 videos which are on our YouTube channel. So if you are interested to see how to set those up, what code changes do I need to do, what all things I need, so these videos might help you for doing that. Otherwise, the respective readmes, like if I go and click on Slack bot, so the respective readmes will be more than enough for you to configure all the bot permissions and do whatever you would like to do with it. So that's one thing. And the second thing is we have formally launched our developer starter kit. It's live on the website as well. You can try go on GitHub to see or watch tutorials. So this is a live embed of that feature, and there were some hicks here and there, but now it's proper up and running for you. If you want, just take the code, do whatever you want with it. It's fully open sourced, MIT licensed, and one of the most requested feature was also this something called as the voice mode. So okay, let me go back and show you the exact voice mode. Starter kit, agents. Let me just remove this. Yeah, so first anyone who comes up will see usually this screen. Either start with a demo or use your own API key. If I go and start using the demos, I won't be able to send messages because we need you at least you to use your API keys and do stuff like that. But let me see, I can use my API key. Of course, I'm going to delete this API key as soon as I'm done. So let me just go end my API trial. Yes, I want to enter my API key. I can go to your dashboard and uh, log in. You can start your free trial and do stuff if you have not yet checked us out. And if you want voice capabilities, just add your OpenAI API key as well. Hmm, it's validating. Now, if I go here, okay, you know what? I need also add API key. But let me just show you what I have in the local host running thing. That would be way easier to present. Let me go local. This API key is on. Go in my pnpm run dev. Then localhost 3000. Correct. So if you have your API keys ready, you won't be seeing that starter screen where demo mode and trial mode is there. It just gets completely like over. So now let me go to your voice modes. Ready to chat. You can also change voices, languages, personas. You can also select model if you want to, GPT-4, 4, or whatever you want to. And then like, hey, can you tell me about the developer starter kit? So then it sends message to our RAG endpoint. The message endpoint, it gets the data back, and then it uses OpenAI's Whisper API to uh, tell that in voice modes. So it's so let me just pause it here. So that was like how the voice mode would look like. And if let me go and see how it would look like on the phone. So you can click that hamburger menu over there. You see this conversation history, view details, however it looks like usually a chat GPT kind of interface, but for custom GPT. And then if you want to select some different agents, suppose you have 5 to 6 agents, just click this agent. Now you are to a file upload agent which has some different data and some different kind of starter questions based on the data that you have inside that agent. Or you can also go to settings of any of those. Now settings would usually look like how we have on like Windows or laptops. So we have general. Inside general, okay, click it again. Yeah, like how Windows and Mac OS softwares have their navigation menu for settings, we try to adopt that. So you can set your personas, knowledge sources should be your content or your content plus chat GPT's content or the model that you have used, what language you want. So all those things was possible using custom GPT's platform itself. But now this is an open source alternative that you have full control over. So that's basically what we wanted to present, because if you are using something and you want full customizability, now it's possible, which was not the case beforehand. So you like people have their opinionated UI things like I don't like this, I like this, I want to change my colors, I want to change my UI looks like. So now it's possible. And this is all the documents that I have added. So it's a sitemap. It has some 200 plus 5 pages. If you want to see what all sitemaps are there, click on load pages. It'll show 5, 10. Yeah, is this page crawled or not, or indexed or not? All those kind of details. So that's how it looks like on the phone menu. And I go to chat, go to here, like it kind of mimics the OpenAI thing. So if you want your users or you want to use it yourself for some business purpose, feel free to explore these options. So yeah, that was all I wanted to show you for this demo. Let me go back to see if someone has any questions. Yep. So as I said, like we'll be wrapping this up very quickly. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask them. We have our product guy. Bill is also here. So Anupam is also here. He's our CTO, basically handles all the tech behind all these things. Yeah. Hi, Joe. Yeah, you have a question.
Hey, yeah. I took some notes here. I was interested this hybrid search function, the numeric search that we're able to enable, is the only drawback from enabling it the latency that we are potentially going to experience, or are there other drawbacks that we need to keep in mind before enabling such a feature on our agents?
So the only known issue that we have is latency. It is theoretically possible. We haven't really experienced that yet. If you maybe have a lot of like whenever user searches prompt some code of that type, and there are like hundreds or thousands of such codes in responses, it might get just that data without something else that is maybe more relevant for the response. But that's kind of pretty edge case. Normally it will get both that and what it would get normally, and be able like to figure out what's the best to use on the spot. But potentially you can say like if that one code like overloads it, then it might provide substandard response.
Okay. Is that limit determined by the context window of the model that you're busy interacting with, or is it something else? So do you know what kind of limits we're dealing with in terms of like the number of results you're expecting to see? So it'll maybe just help with identifying use cases.
So I'm talking very off top of my head, but maybe more than 20, something like that, of the exact same.
Okay.
And also these things are always, if you have larger context window in our system, which depends on the plan, the larger the context window, better chance to handle an issue of that type.
Okay. I also have an off-topic question, if I'm allowed. With the release of GPT-5, are you guys looking into potentially making that one of the models that we're able to interact with?
We added like last week GPT-5,
Okay.
yeah, it is available to users who have access to that model dropdown. But we added just GPT-5 regular mode without reasoning and thinking. That we'll be adding sometime soon. So you're able to use it if you have access.
Oh, okay. I haven't looked in a while. Maybe that's on me. Exciting. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Maybe you can join our Slack if you're not there, or it might turn on notifications.
Already there. Don't tell my boss for not seeing the message, please.
Yeah. Great. So, and the folks who joined us, if you have any questions about the product, about the APIs, the developer experience, or new features incoming, or some things you are having trouble with, just ask us.
If no one else is raising a hand, I have one more focused on the agentic access that premium users will now also have on your agent. So the fact that they can take actions, is that powered by the OpenAI actions model, or is it something separate that you guys have built in?
We have our own, let's call it agentic orchestrator. So it decides which, depending on the feature, like do you use a dry conversion or document analyst, like it will take different paths depending on the feature. So it is right now it supports GPT 4.0 and 4.1, I think. I think if you select Anthropic, that it will just be overridden, but I will need to confirm that. And yeah, and also we will in next few days be adding custom MCP actions that you'll be able to add on this page, much like you can do on Claude or ChatGPT. And that will actually use models inherent tool calling. So Whenever you add action, AI will decide, okay, this is the good time to use it or not.
Pretty cool. I'm gonna play with that.
Yeah, this is like the GPT-5 is added over here. If you go, the GPT-5 will be here.
Okay.
As we're on the topic of models, also in the next few days or weeks, we'll be adding updated Anthropic models. So new Sonnet and Opus will be available as well.
Great. So yeah, that's there. Also, if you guys have any feedback about the starter kit, the GitHub links I just showed you, you want some features, so you can raise a feature request there. If you want something to look different or anything regarding what was not possible before, but you wanted to make it possible and you don't want to code it yourself, just let us know and we can help you look into that as well. So yeah, that's it. So I guess we are around 30 minutes into this call. So I'll just wait for 2 more minutes. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Else, it will be good for everyone else to just end this meeting and call it a day because everyone is busy, especially during this time. Exciting time during AI. Great.
I'm gonna go away now. Thank you very much for presenting.
Yeah.
This was a useful session. I enjoyed it.
Great. So yeah, I think thanks Joe for that. And I think we should be wrapping. What do you say, Marco?
So,
Yeah, as like Bill
yeah,
said,
unless we,
yeah.
if we have questions, we're happy to stay to answer them as long as there are some. But if not, I guess we can wrap it
Yeah,
up.
like, Bill also said that any request for additions to the toolkit, feel free to drop that. We'll keep building whatever you need for that for us. So with that, I hope we'll see you 2 weeks from now. We'll be holding another dev office hours with more exciting updates and updates to the starter kit or updates from Marco on the product side of things, the new features we build out, the bug fixes we do. So sure to look at the Slack product section, the product updates section, and yeah, we'll see you 2 weeks later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Marco, just to